Hello everyone, this is PKO Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to talk about the unfortunate recent announcement that famous Hollywood actor Bruce Willis has had to sadly retire from the entertainment industry at 67 years old. Now the reason for this is because he was recently diagnosed with aphasia, which is a condition when someone has the inability to formulate or comprehend language. His family member recently confirmed this in an Instagram post, confirming that the actor is stepping away from his career after much consideration. So overall it's very sad news, but in terms of trying to stay positive, at least they've recognised the condition early and can now hopefully get Bruce the treatment that he needs so that he can live out the remaining years of his life peacefully. So I'm all sure we're well aware and can recognise Bruce Willis and his overall career, but just in case anybody who doesn't, he started off within the industry way back in 1985 in a Moonlighting TV series alongside Sybil Shepherd, starring in the show for 4 years until 1989 in what was very much more of a comedic role. He then of course reached iconic superstar status when he was cast in the role as Detective John McClane in Die Hard in 1988, where he was a regular cop going up against multiple terrorists who had taken hostages within the Nakatomi Hotel. Still rightly regarded as one of the greatest action movies of all time, it was very much down to Bruce's performance as John McClane, which very much changed the action movie genre in terms of the personality of the action hero. Whereas before we had the looks of Stallone and Schwarzenegger, very much muscle-bound, imposing figures, now we had very much of that everyman personality who didn't have the muscles but very much had to rely on his wit and his personality in order to take down the bad guys. And Die Hard would go on to become one of the most successful action franchises of all time, spawning 4 sequels overall, including Die Hard 2, Die Harder in 1990, Die Hard with a Vengeance in 1995, Live Free or Die Hard in 2005, and later on A Good Day to Die Hard in 2013. Whilst renowned at the time as an action star alongside both Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis managed to break free of that association and very much diversified his film roles to become one of the biggest stars of the late 1990s. His comeback really began in 1994 in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, and he would later go on to star in some massive hits, including the likes of The Sixth Sense, The Fifth Element, Armageddon, and Unbreakable. He also showed his more dramatic range in some very good understated and I think underrated movies such as Heart's War, Tears of the Sun, Last Man Standing, and 16 Blocks. His career had certainly declined into straight-to-DVD streaming limbo and mediocrity, certainly for the last 5 to 10 years. He did face a lot of criticism from a lot of fans who felt that he was just taking on certain roles for the paycheck and he was phoning in a lot of his performances. This was even acknowledged when the Golden Raspberry Awards created a separate category for the worst Bruce Willis performance, relating to the fact that he starred in 8 movies overall in just that calendar year. But despite all of this, I very much see Bruce Willis as an actor who became an action star with enough versatility to have a good amount of standalone hits alongside his legacy-defining role as John McClane, and in many ways he was a throwback to that era where we very much had the A-list movie star, the ability to sell a movie primarily on your name and face alone, something that has really faded into obscurity, certainly I would say within the last 5 or 6 years within the current entertainment climate. So overall, very sad news to hear of this, but as I mentioned before, at least now they're in a position where they can try and get Bruce Willis the treatment that he needs so he can try and live out the rest of his later years peacefully. I've seen many tributes and acknowledgements on social media, very positive and recognising the truly great career that Bruce Willis has had overall. So those are my overall thoughts and feelings on the sad retirement of Bruce Willis at the age of 67 years old. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If I have time, I may indeed provide another breakdown where I go through some of the best films and performances of the actor's career, and you can check out some reviews of certain Bruce Willis movies within the channel, and I will leave some links within the description so you can watch those at a later date overall. So let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below, and if there are any other issues within the entertainment industry that would like to see me cover, then let me know as well. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, stay safe distances, and I will see you very, very soon.